The other day I was getting my nails done, over to a little nail salon nearby, and I was having my pedicure done first. I was sitting in the petty chair having a little massage, and I was listening to a conversation with between the owner of the salon and the woman whose nails manicure she was doing. And I was just thinking, I really like that woman. I didn't realize I was thinking that. I really like that woman, the customer, the client. She seemed so positive and happy, and she was saying things that sounded like fun. And I just noticed that, wow, she has drawn my interest, and I suddenly thought I could be friends with her. And that happened just really in less than a minute. And I think we're all aware of how we feel when we first meet people, or even when we're around some people. We have that sense that maybe we like that person, or maybe a creepy feeling when we're maybe in a place that doesn't feel safe. So today we're going to talk about levels of attraction. And these are related to our thoughts and how we can change the kinds of people that we attract, and actually the kinds of experiences we can attract. There are 3 levels of attraction: survival level, human level, and transcendent level. So we'll talk about those 3 first, and then we'll go over how to notice where we are with these levels of thoughts, and hence our level of attraction, and how we can shift them. That's what we'll talk about today. The survival level, as we can tell, is the base level, the core level, the lowest level of attraction. It's the feeling of desperation. And when it comes to looking for a relationship, like, I'm desperate, I've got to find a man. I talked to a woman the other day whose friend was in her 70s and very attractive, very smart, but kind of frustrated with dating. And she just said, I know the kind of man I want. I'm just desperate. I just want this kind of man, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And boy, I think we've all been at that level and can relate to that a little bit. And just to notice that is so important. So that desperation can be at that survival level. And then feeling like we're in competition with someone. Go out with some girlfriends and think, oh, my friend is prettier than I am. She's skinnier than I am. She's shorter than I am. Her hair is prettier than mine. She's smarter than I am. She's more charming, whatever it is. And thinking no one's going to pay attention to me because it's either her or me, or people have to make a choice. And I'm always in competition, rather than I am a match for someone and someone is a match for me. And I'm not competing with anyone. It's like going to the grocery store and thinking that you're competing for a loaf of bread when the shelf has 4,000 loaves of bread. There's one there for you. There's as much as you need. There's an abundance of bread. Just an example. This survival level, it's called the body-centered level, can also relate to sexual needs, sexual desires. So, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs is what humans need as a basic level. The very first thing we need is air. If we don't have air, we're not thinking of self-fulfillment. We're not thinking of getting a higher education. We need air, we need water, we need food, we need shelter, and it goes up the pyramid in that way as our needs dictate. So this survival level is a basic level, but we probably have all those needs when it comes to a relationship. And just thinking about the thoughts that we're thinking, we can raise our level of attraction by letting go of that and shifting it to something else, which we'll do soon. Insecurity is the other description of this level of attraction. And we all have insecure feelings at times. And we talk about self-esteem and working on our self-esteem. But basically, if I'm feeling insecure and thinking I'm not good enough, I don't think this is the wrong outfit, I shouldn't have worn that, I'm never going to get anywhere wearing these clothes, I'm going to have to buy some new shoes, or whatever the reason is that we're feeling insecure, that level is this survival level. And once again, I want to make sure and say there's nothing wrong with it. These are all human levels of energy, basically, that we're emitting as we're around people, and we notice them with each other. And then if we want to move up to the next level, it's called human level. It's more of a body-centered level. That's the center level of the 3. And at this level, if you're looking for a partner, a mate, dating, this is where settling happens. Like, well, I'm just going to need to settle. Sometimes our relatives might say, you know, you just need to settle for somebody. You've been dating a long time. You're never going to get the one that you want. You're never going to get everything that you want. You just need to settle someone that comes close enough. Or we're just telling that to ourselves. This guy is kind of boring, but he's pretty stable. He's a good companion. He's a provider. I think I'll just go with this guy because that's the best I'm going to be able to do right now. And it's what I need. So it's more of a thought process. I'm thinking my way through. I'm maybe manipulating the situation. We've heard stories over maybe our own stories of getting pregnant to get someone in our life. Those are the human-centered, the head-centered level of attraction, that getting our next level needs met, needing some security, needing some help with the kids, needing some help with finances. That's the settling human level. And then as we go up to the highest level, the transcendent level is what it's called. It's the soul-centered level. It's the highest of the three levels. And that's where we want to always spend our time, or spend our time as much as we can in what we're thinking. And as we work toward shifting our thoughts up to this level, our thoughts will be more about being magnetic and feeling magnetic. Just like I go in a room or I go shopping or something and I'm smiling, I feel great, I'm enjoying life and people are smiling at me, or you just feel great about life, and it's a joyful time. It's a time where you have a lot of faith in how the outcome is going to happen of your life. You know that things are all working out for good in your life, that everything's going to be okay, that you have a lot of trust that you're going to have a wonderful life and today is going to be wonderful, and your soulmate is out there and he's on his way to you, and you're in the process of connecting with him, and assuming that you're in the right place for today, and assuming that everything is working out beautifully. These are all comments that might be made or thoughts that you might have at that transcendent level. So the action step for this week, as we think about levels of attraction, and this is just so important to notice a couple of thoughts each day that you're thinking like, oh, I think that thought might fit into a lower level of attraction, and how can I shift that thought? So we know that we can choose our thoughts. So if I'm thinking, oh, I don't feel good today, I don't feel like doing anything, I'm just going to go to bed, everything's going to be awful today, I can immediately choose that thought and think, no, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm getting up, I'm going to have a great day, I'm going to go call a friend, I'm going to go do something fun. You can shift your whole life just by changing that thought and going with it. So our thoughts are what we have control over. Those some we don't, but we can choose our thoughts to a high extent, maybe 80% of them. Your thoughts guide your life and your outcomes every single day. So what you do each day is guided by your thoughts. For me, if I drive out my driveway and I am forgetting about what I'm actually doing and just have something else on my mind, and I'm kind of daydreaming, and I might turn the wrong direction, be heading to the store instead of going over to my friend's house or going to the restaurant where I was going to meet my friend, because my thoughts are actually physically guiding me where I'm going. So having this level of attraction in mind and considering changing our thoughts is what we want to do for our action step. Notice a few thoughts several times a day. Choose a thought that you notice maybe that is from survival level, something like, I'm not attractive enough to bring in a good man. It's just not going to happen. I just am not attractive enough. And thinking, what kind of a thought is that? That's a survival level thought. Probably it sounds insecure. And how can I change that insecure thought to something, consciously change it, that thought in the moment, to something like, I am beautiful and attractive just for being myself. My soulmate is drawn to me and cannot see past me. So that might be something that you write instead. And what's even more powerful is to write that down as an affirmation, maybe on an index card, and tape it to your mirror and look at yourself in the eye and say that I am beautiful and attractive just for being myself. My soulmate is drawn to me and can't see past me. You know, if everyone all liked the same kind of woman, one woman would attract all the men in the world. And if one man, only one type of man was the type every single woman in the world wanted, there would be only one man who attracted all the women in the world. And we know that's not the case. And we're just so grateful for all the diversity and the variety in the world, and all the things that we enjoy are different from each other. We have different friends, we have different activities, we have different things that we like to do, different places we like to live, and this is the same thing. So being beautiful and attractive, just as you are, for who you are. And then there's an example of a human level, that head-centered level of attraction. There might be a thought like, I'll just have to settle for this guy. I'll never actually attract my soulmate. I'll just accept him for what he can do. I mean, he's pretty nice, and he's, you know, he helps around the house and does the dishes a little bit. Maybe he drinks a little too much. Maybe he hangs out with his friends too much, and he doesn't call me and tell me where he is. And sometimes he's gone for several days, but it's not bad, that kind of settling. So if we hear ourselves thinking that I'm going to have to settle type of thought, in that same moment, you can notice that thought and revise it to something like, I am joyful and magnetic. I attract amazing people and magical experiences every day. Something like that would be an affirmation to write down and use it in the same way. And you can add to it, the best and the most amazing man, my soulmate, is already looking for me now. I know we will be drawn together by divine timing. So have fun with that for the next few days. See what you come up with. I would love to hear from you. If you want to share what you discovered, please email me. You can go through my website, which is lindageiger.com, LINDAGEIGER.com, or linda@lindageiger.com is my email. Have fun doing this. I'm looking forward to seeing how you notice you are raising your level of attraction by changing your thoughts and using these affirmations. It's great talking to you today.